Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be going over a GMC Sierra that has the Rocky Ridge package on it. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to Kunani for getting me the footage on this GMC. Check out our Instagram in the description down below. With all that being said, let's get into the review. So let's go over this Rocky Ridge package on the GMC Sierra. So first off, let's go over the standard equipment that you get with this particular package, and then I'll kind of mention some other things throughout the video as we're kind of going through things. So you guys will notice it is lifted. It's got a 6-inch lift, 20-inch wheels. You've got 35s wrapped around those. If you guys are wondering, BFG all-terrain KO2s, and yeah, they look fantastic if you ask me. You also get brake calipers that come with the package. Color matched fender flares that are bolt-on. You guys notice this one has the optional paint. It is a matte paint finish on it. You've got side steps that are part of the package. You guys will notice the oversized mud flaps as well. Center console storage. You guys will like that a little bit later. Hood graphics also part of the package. Gibson Performance exhaust with powder coated tips. Now if you get a diesel, because you can get this with a diesel, you don't get the powder coated tips. It's only for the gas engines. And then you've got the embroidered headrests, custom gauge clusters, you got the windshield banner, and then you also have the door emblems, tailgate emblem, and then you get a 4-wheel alignment, road force balancing, hypertext system calibration. So everything's calibrated for the lift and all that. And you guys can see the shocks and everything back here that are associated with the lift. And then this does come with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, which is great. There is some options that you can get. So you can get leather seating with the logo on the headrest, so different seating. This already has leather seats because it's a GMC, but you can get custom leather seats basically. Diamond stitching, spray-in bed liner is also something. The truck doesn't have it already from the factory. Power side steps. You can get body-colored chrome accents, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Notice that this one already has liner and everything. A lot of the GMCs already come with that from the factory, so that's not as big of a deal. And then body-colored front bumper with a 20-inch light bar, which is pretty cool. And then you also can get body-colored rear bumper as well. And then, again, you can basically get custom paint. So, like, you can get matte paint like what this one has, for example, on the exterior. So there's just so many options you can get with the Rocky Ridge package, which is great that is so customizable, especially when you're spending as much money as what this truck costs. But you guys can see that they keep a lot of stock elements. So like the grill, pretty much stock. I love the red tow hooks there at the front, kind of like what you get on the AT4 package, which you guys know I'm a huge fan of that package. Massive, massive grill, right? Which makes sense with that. It's obviously GMC's like stock grill, but like it really makes sense with this truck with the lift and everything. One thing I will note is, notice with the fender flares, how they have like the things, like the extra flare part, that looks kind of interesting. But here at the interior, it's just like a stock interior. Like they haven't changed all that much. And this is something I've mentioned on a lot of these packages is I want them to change a little bit more at the interior. Like the door panel, maybe adds, like change what you have on the armrests and everything. Make it just a little bit like more premium looking, sportier looking with like the stitching and all that kind of stuff. And maybe like add carbon fiber, something just to make it a little bit different than stock, especially considering the price of the package. And then notice the seats also on this particular truck, normal stock seats, so they didn't change anything there. Again, you do get the custom headrests for the front seats, but everything in the back that you guys can see here is pretty much going to be, well, it is going to be just like a stock truck. So I mean, I guess if you like that look and you like that configuration with the GMCs, then that's fine. The one thing I will mention is the brown leather that the GMCs come with from the factory looks kind of interesting with this particular package. I'd probably like, I would probably do like the custom leather or something, just something a little bit different to kind of I basically differentiate it. And of course, we've got the cup holders right here in the center, and we have the storage behind the seat. And I'm going to get all the comments in the comment section below mentioning Kunani's nails, which I thought was so funny in like the past video. People are like, wow, Ben, nice nails. And it's like, that's not my hand, but still funny stuff. I think that behind the seat storage though is really clever. Notice heated rear seats, which pretty nice. I bet they're going to do cooled seats in the future though with the GMCs to kind of compete with Ram. Ford still hasn't done it, which is interesting because they just redesigned their truck. And I thought they would do cooled seats, but they did not. But back to the GMC right here. Something else to mention is they actually, like, for sure could do cooled seats in the back because they already have perforated leather back there. And something else with the GMCs is you can only get just a standard sunroof, so no panoramic sunroof or anything like that. And this one does have the sunroof, and also they don't do anything with the headliner. I think like suede or Alcantara headliner would look great with the truck. And then you can see here with the door panel at the front, stocks, you still have your window controls, mirror controls, stock sound system, so it's the Bose sound system, which no complaints there. The Bose sound system in the trucks is great. It's not necessarily like class leading from a sound system perspective for a truck, but it's a really good sound system if you ask me. And moving from that, you guys will notice that this one has the power side steps, and then it's built off of an AT4 package, so that's why they had the red tow hooks. I'm stupid. You know what? We already know that, but let's move on. Moving up here, you guys can see all the light controls, the drive line select, all that still works, even with the lift and everything. So all that's still the same. And then the drive mode select, all the drive modes, none of that's changed. So everything is still the same, even though it's got the lift and everything. You still have all the same practicality and usability that you had prior to that. And then you guys can see the Rocky Ridge logo there at the top of the headrest, and they kind of made the embroidery colors match like the brown in the seats, which obviously smart, makes sense, so that the package all kind of comes together. And then you guys can see a better look here with the drive mode select and the drive line select and all of the light controls for like the headlights, cargo lights, all that stuff. And then here on the steering wheel, still have your cruise control, still have your heated steering wheel function, and then still have the brown stitching there in the center portion of the steering wheel. And then I actually do like the gray trim right there. I think that looks really nice as well. And then you've got like your voice command, phone controls, all that fun stuff on the other side. But yeah, I think it looks great, but again, maybe change the steering wheel out. Like, you guys know, like the company Carbontastic. That would be cool to see one of those steering wheels on this package. Notice with the gauge cluster right there, you've got the Rocky Ridge logos in the gauge cluster. That looks great. I will say that looks fantastic with the logos and the red accenting and everything. And then you guys can see here with the infotainment system. You guys know I'm a huge fan of that infotainment system. Great response time, easy to use. It's not massive like what you get in the other trucks, but they'll have something bigger for 22 anyways. Heated cooled seats for the front, and you've got like the two different functions for the heated seats. Wireless phone charging, all that fun stuff, because again, it's a loaded up AT4 that this is built off of. And this is the cool thing, the lockbox. Notice you got the Rocky Ridge logo right there, and I just think it's so cool that it has lockbox and that they actually like went out of their way to like put their logo on it rather than just like doing the lockbox and not doing much else. And then you still have the dual glove boxes and everything. And then from a passenger side perspective, it's just as nice as the driver's side with the seat and the door panel and all that. Nothing changes just because you're the passenger in the truck. So that is all the same. And something else I guess I will mention here, you guys can see here with the passenger side, again, we've got the headrest with the Rocky Ridge logo is, I guess, I said that I would like to change the coloration, maybe do like stitching and stuff that's the same color as the paint on the outside with the interior to kind of like bring that in. I think that would look really good from an appearance standpoint, basically. So, I mean, you know, that's something that they could do. But again, they offer the custom seats, so you would be able to do it with the custom seat. But maybe they should do something with the stock seats too. I don't know how hard that would be, but I think they can do it. And then popping up here, you guys can see again, stock headliner. Nothing's changed there. And then up there, you've got like your controls for the lights, the sunroof, universal garage door openers, all that normal practical truck stuff. And then it does have the camera mirror, which is a rare option these days with this microchip shortages, so that's pretty important. And then finishing off, you guys can see again, we just have the regular sunroof, but that's the Rocky Ridge package on the Sierra. Almost said that wrong.